Hi, this is Joby Provido, and you're listening to Contemplating the Rosary, where we talk about how to pray the Holy Rosary even better. In 104 episodes, over 4 seasons, we will explore a method of how to say the Rosary the way Pope St. John Paul II, Pope Paul VI, and other Rosary advocates recommend, and that's by contemplating the mysteries while we say the Our Father, Hail Mary, and Glory Be. This podcast is based on the book Beyond the Veil, Contemplating the Mysteries of the Holy Rosary, available at Lazada in the Philippines and in print or Kindle on Amazon, wherever you are. Visit kindlingspress.com for more information and where you can read and download the episode guide. This is episode 69 of the series, the 16th episode of season 3. It's nice to have you back here listening in on how we can pray the Rosary the contemplative way. Today we'll be exploring the third sorrowful mystery, the crowning of thorns. Once again, let's put ourselves in the scene. Our Lord has just been flogged and is now waiting in the barracks of the Praetorium until Pontius Pilate calls for him to come out. The soldiers think they can have a little fun while waiting. Earlier this morning, they witnessed how Herod and his soldiers dressed up Jesus in royal clothes as some sort of living satire because he was accused of being a rebel and therefore someone who wants to usurp the throne of the King of Israel. So they wanted to continue this game. They get a chair and made it a throne for Jesus to sit on. Some soldiers have to pick up Jesus because his energy was drained from the scourging. They sit him on a chair and someone gets the bright idea of putting a scarlet cloak on him. The soldiers get the idea. This is a let's make fun of the king theme. So one of them got a thorny bush and with a rope fastens it on the head of our Lord. Another soldier thinks this king needs a scepter, so they get a reed and placed it on his right hand. When his costume is all done, it's time for them to mock this mock king. So some of them kneel down in front of him while spitting on him, saying, "Hail, King of the Jews!" They are laughing and giggling all this time. The other soldiers in the barracks see what's happening and want to join in the fun, so they form a queue and mock him this way. Someone gets the bright idea of taking the reed on his hand and hitting the thorn bush so that it would go deeper into the scalp of Jesus. Then he returns the reed back into the hand of Jesus. Some of those in the queue see this also and do this on their turn, but hitting Jesus in different parts of the head. What is going on here? How can humanity go so low? When left to our own devices, we invent ways for others to suffer. When we're bored, we hurt others. When we fail to see Christ in others, it may happen. At the hands of evil men, even God suffers in the person of Christ. But God is in control. God is always in control. He allows suffering only when there's a greater good that comes out of it. He allows men to abuse their free will because there is something good in the end. It doesn't turn evil into good. The end doesn't justify the actions of evil men, but in His wisdom, God uses the evil that men do to a better end. In the case of Christ, the suffering He endured at the hands of evil men was the payment for our redemption. And so here we see Christ suffering not because He's lost power, not because He's lost control, but because He allows it. He is in control. This is what He wants. This is what He wants to happen for our sake. So once again, let's focus on the face of Christ in this mystery. If He happens to raise His eyes and it meets yours, thank Him for this suffering He is enduring. That's our episode for today. Don't forget to like this episode, click the subscribe button and the bell icon so you'll be notified when the next episode drops. As always, this podcast is brought to you by thecatholicdocs.com and kindlingspress.com, where you can read more articles on the Catholic faith and find more books on Catholicism. This has been Joby Provido. I'll say goodbye for now, and please join me again next time when we can learn to pray the Rosary better. Bye-bye.